What is up, YouTube? Another sneaker unboxing for you guys that I am super excited about. So the story with this release, I totally missed it. I had things planned during the time of the drop, and I was basically, felt okay about that because I thought it was going to be impossible to grab a pair. So unfortunately, it was the opposite. So for a Jound release, a lot of people are able to grab pairs off of their website, which is never really happens. Fortunately, this isn't fetching that much as far as resale goes, and a lot of people don't really like the shoe, the colorway, and the release itself. So I was able to grab these probably a week after the drop or so, put in a bid on GOAT. I think I offered like 202 or 203, and after shipping and fees and everything, it was 228. I think retail was 190, so I want to say I probably paid maybe $10 over, all said and done, which I think is totally worth it. This shoe is amazing, and I'm so glad I have it in the collection. So looking at the box right here, this is going to be the JJJjound 2002R Gore-Tex. So I opted to grab the green pair. It was my favorite out of the release. It's the opposite for a lot of people. Everyone likes the gray pair, but I have so many gray New Balances, I don't need another one, even though it's a different shade. So gray is also fetching more. I want to say last sale on GOAT was like 270, and the green pair was like 190. So yeah, I don't know why, but I love the green pair. So this is it right here. Absolutely beautiful. Not a lot of details, but there are kind of at the same time. So if we take a look at it, starting with the bottom, just going to be all black. Same thing with the midsole, the gel pods, and then looking at the suede. I don't know how they were able to make such amazing quality suede. Like, it is the exact same as every other New Balance shoe I've seen. You could not tell like it's rougher or whatever. Still very, very nice quality. Very dark green, olive, whatever color. So really, really nice. You get an all black New Balance in, I think it's 3M. You get a Gore-Tex hit right there, a Jound on the heel, and I think that's really it. The major detail you're gonna see are these hiking style rope laces. So very similar to like my XT6, you get this little cinch thing, which is branding in Jound right there, and this is metal, so really cool. They didn't get cheap plastic or whatever like that. I've been told that the reason why they don't have any branding right here is because of the Jound right there, so they didn't need to throw 2002R, made in USA, Jound, whatever. Don't know if that's true, but I guess it's a good idea. Save on cost, I guess. These are the extra laces you get, just a normal style olive, not the exact same color, but very close. And so to talk about what they did to this shoe to make it very functional. So this is Gore-Tex, of course. The reason why I wanted these is I love New Balances, wear them all the time, but I don't even live in a rainy area. So, anytime it rains, I can't wear my New Balances if they have suede because it'll just get ruined, so there's no point. So when I saw that these were coming out in Gore-Tex, I had to grab them. This is the perfect shoe to throw around and get dirty, and it will still be perfectly fine. There are plenty of videos showing people pouring water on these, and they just completely fall off. Like, it doesn't absorb it. It is a true Gore-Tex, which I don't know how they were able to do it with this suede, but they made it happen. So talking about functionality, of course this is all Gore-Tex, right? But one thing that hiking boots have that this has is it is sewn up the tongue to about right there. So otherwise a traditional trainer, sneaker, whatever, the tongue is just sewn together right there, and it can just flop, right? So if this was just a Gore-Tex treated shoe and the tongue was designed that way, you would get some water that would repel and basically go into your footbed or where your foot is, your sock, so you would get wet. But they made this a true, functional Gore-Tex shoe by actually sewing it up all the way. So in theory, you could step in a puddle and everything right here would be covered. I mean, I don't know if you could fully submerge your shoe in a puddle, but knowing that that is actually truly sewn together and you won't get water in unless it's above here, you know, is just another really nice thing that they were able to add. The color is super nice. Like I said, this is actually going for less than the gray pair. I don't know why. I think people think that they can wear gray more, but I kind of disagree. I think this green will go well with everything. I'll pull the other shoe out. It should be no different. And as far as fit goes, I haven't tried these on yet, but your true 2002R fit, which is true to size. I think people have said, of course, a Gore-Tex shoe is not going to be nearly as breathable. Gore-Tex is just a more breathable, waterproof material. So obviously this is going to get a lot hotter. This is very, very sturdy. So not like your traditional mesh, which is just going to go straight into, you know, where your sock is and everything. So definitely in the summertime, this is going to be a little bit hotter, but I don't think too crazy. And then talking about this silhouette. So 2002Rs are kind of what's popular as far as New Balances go. Obviously the 990 V6s are popular as well, but these have really taken off. I've seen a lot of people wearing GRs recently. I think I've said in previous videos, I only have one pair and they're not my favorite. They're definitely not bad, but when I think of like a 992, that shoe feels like it was just built for my foot. It fits perfectly. It doesn't feel super clunky. Like this shoe, in my opinion, comparing it to that, just feels like a more stable, bulky New Balance. I don't know if that makes any sense, if anyone else agrees with that statement, but yeah. So it's not my favorite model, but when I saw these were coming out, I honestly also don't know if this wasn't a Jound, if it would be going for less or not. I think they did a phenomenal job with just throwing their very basic, you know, twist on it and making it basically just a really dull design. But I think that helps with this shoe just because that's all you really need. You just need black and olive and that's it. You don't need to do anything crazy, any extra colors or whatever. So I think they really nailed it with this shoe. Hopefully I can grab the gray when they go down in price or can find some used. I think the last Jound, the Storm Blue ones, were actually not going for much. I think you can get used in my size for like, you know, 190, maybe 200, which is pretty sweet for a Jound. And yeah, that really does it for this video. I did end up returning my City of Love SBs. My thought process was return those because they weren't exactly how I wanted them to fit, and grabbed this pair right here, a shoe that I will have forever. So makes sense in my head. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.